Hey VC vinyl community, it's Mazzy here, and it's Monday. It's probably gonna be cut off, so don't worry about the friggin' music there. I'm back to friggin' if you watch my not swearing Sunday video. Miles, ESP, the second great quintet. We're going down on the record, we're gonna do a whack-a-mole. It's been a while. Before I start whack-a-mole, I wanna show you something kinda cool. I unpacked some photographs and things since I moved. It's been 5 years since I moved, but I think I showed you a couple of Blue Note Tony Williams drummer issues from the late 80s, early 90s. This is one of my photographers that I represent took Angel Street. Beautiful covers. They're very kind of melodic albums. I know I saw that I sent one to Greg. I think he was surprised that it wasn't really hard bop and it was more melodic. Tony was a great composer aside from his drumming with the fifth, the fifth famous quintet. But look what I have. I have an original fiber-based photograph. If you know photography, this image was taken using 2 sandwich negatives of Polaroid Type 55 film in the darkroom, the nude and the floral. And this is like a 20 by 24 print. Everything now is digital, but this is actually a fiber-based print. So I pulled it out, and I'm gonna put it up. Finally get it out. Finally get up on the wall. But anyway, whack-a-mole. It's Mazzy picking 5 random albums from my collection and talking about it. So, are you ready? Whack-a-mole, number 1. Let's go low. When we go low, you go high. Or I go high, you go low. Whatever it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Santana. Caravanserai. Okay, this was, I don't want to say it's controversial at the time, but I think the audience, the normal Santana audience, didn't get it because it's very fusiony, jazzy, almost like a Miles Davis album, to be honest with you. And I believe it's the last album that great drummer Michael Shreve played on with Santana. 1972. Wow, I didn't think it was that early, but it's close to the original band. Not everyone. Very fusiony. Greg Rowley's on it. Mingo Lewis is on it. Jose Chepito Arias is on it, who was the original member. Mike Shreve, Carl Santana, Neil Schon. So it's right in there, but it's very jazzy, very kind of fusiony, but beautifully stunning record. Gorgeous record. Anyway, Santana, Columbia Records. Probably my original copy. I don't know, maybe not. I can't remember now. Yeah, isn't this the way it came out? I can't remember if this was on a 2i. I think this is when this series was coming out. Hey, you guys are smarter than I am, so I have no idea. So whack-a-mole number 1. Whack-a-mole number 2. Let's go down here. I'm gonna pick something from the jazz section. Okay, Thelonious Monk, Crisscross on Columbia Records. This is actually good or bad. Unfortunately, the reality is it's a reissue. But it's got Charlie Rouse on tenor sax, Frankie Dunlop on drums, and John Orr on bass. Kind of minimalistic. Anything Monk does is interesting, whether you like it or not. So, kind of into jazz. We're getting into like a little jazzy thing here, coincidentally with whack-a-mole. So, that's number 2. Okay. Number 3. Mazzy, number 3. Tom Petty's greatest hits. Okay, big deal. Hey, I love Tom Petty. Nothing to say about that. Not a very interesting choice, although it's kind of a good album, a reissue. His records on vinyl sound really good, so that's all I'll say is they're worthwhile getting on vinyl, even the reissues, especially the later ones. Number 4. Ba-ba-da-da. Charles Brady. I think beans and rice and beans, beans and rice. I like my beans before my rice, but I was talking about a show he saw. He just did a video I saw the other day of 10 albums by 10 artists he saw live. And he saw Charles Brady open up for, what's her name? The Dap Queen, Susan, whatever her name is. Part of the Daptone family, R&B. Again, these great R&B artists that kind of got their due almost too late in life. Anyway, that's number 4. And now finally, the last whack-a-mole we're going to go to is the Van Morrison Alternative Moon Dance. This was a record store day, I believe. And it's outtakes from songs from Van Morrison's wonderful Moon Dance album. I don't know what to say about it. Just, you know, if you love a record, there's 2 trains of thought. Trains of thoughts of schools of, you know, I can't speak, I trip over my lips most of the time when I do these things, but some people just want the friggin' record. Other people want to hear outtakes and alternate versions and, you know, stop and start recordings. And, you know, I can go on either side of it. There's something to be said that, hey, the artist just put out the record as we heard it. Moon Dance was a fabulous record, and that's all we should hear. Take the Beatles, the White Album, or Sgt. Pepper. Do you need the outtakes? They're interesting as an artifact, but do we need them? No, we don't need them. But as fans, we want to see. It's kind of like going to the museum and seeing the sketchbooks of Picasso or any artist, aside from the final paintings and the final illustrations. But recreated the late 60s, early 70s Warner Brothers record label. And that's kind of pretty much it. I think I'm going to do one more from the Beatle wall, like number 6. I'm expanding my whack-a-mole. Expanding my mole to number 6. So, I just dropped John Lennon's Bag 1 singles. But let's see, just for the fun of it, let's see what comes up here. Okay, Paul McCartney Ram. You all know it. This is my original UK edition. I have several editions of all his records. Oh no, actually I'm wrong. This is a German pressing, but an original German pressing, I believe, because I got it in the 70s. Apple. Kann ich Ihnen helfen? Gesellschaft mit Schlag, Gehosen vom Floppen. Yeah, actually, I was going to say a little joke there, but I just said the punchline, and if you know the joke, then you can smile if not. But, you know, Ram may be in his top 3 records. I'm not a big fan lately of Band on the Run. I think Band on the Run's overrated. Sorry. I mean, Mamunia, really? Come on. But Ram, I mean, there's a great download that I got about 10 years ago, and you should seek it out. It's all these East LA bands covering Ram, and it's really far out. It's almost like an indie record, this album. But Ram and Wildlife are amongst my favorite. Wildlife doesn't get all the love, although last year they just put out the expanded Wildlife and box set, and sounds fabulous. I like that it's so minimal and so rough and not polished. To me, Band on the Run, even Venus and Mars and Beyond, as much as a Beatles fan I am, a little too like slick and polished for me. But anyway, you know, what can you say? Paul McCartney's Ram. This is a special 6 Whack-A-Mole edition on Whack-A-Mole number. Am I at number 15 or 16? I don't even remember now. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe. I want more subscribers. I'm getting up to, I think I'm close to 275, which is not a lot, but hey, Mazzy loves you. So thanks for watching, and take care, my buddies. Take care. Bye.